Welcome back to chapter 1 in the story of gerf. Hopefully my introduction has allowed you to get a grip on what gerf is. And if you are still unsure, then don't worry. Most of the people who've been nominated for Gerf Tuber of the Month have no clucking clue what gerf is, and that will become clear in the chapters to come. Now currently we are watching a man that your nan talks about. When she's telling you about the big bad wolf in Little Red Riding Hood, she's telling you that story with a smile on her face. Why? Because the man you are watching is the big bad wolf, but he ate your nan differently. That's right, the granny knicker sniffing, the Xbox complete inbox collecting, the karaoke innuendo machine that is Goldtooth Gaming is the originator of Gerf Tuber of the Month. Now, why did it all get created? Why do we have Gerf in our life? It's quite simple, really. This man, Goldtooth Gaming, loves a good innuendo. He will sing at the beginning of his videos, and every song he sings is, although it is recognizable, it is all sexually orientated. This is a man who wanted to expose those channels he enjoyed without the fear of being arrested. Hence the reason Gerf Tuber of the Month was put in operation. Now, for Goldtooth Gaming, Gerf Tuber of the Month was very slow to get off the ground. When it came to August time, July, August time last year was when it really started to pick up. When people started to get a grasp of their Johnson. They started yanking the tools that got them nominated. And from there, tubers were going at it head to head to see who was gerf enough. And it took off. And it led to an eventual winner and handover. Now, if you haven't seen the handover, here it comes now.
Ooh, it's about that time. You know the golden gerf stick had to be given away. We're going to give it to the champion. 16 bits and bobs. I don't know why, but somebody says he's waiting for me in this bike shelter. I don't even know. But let's get on to it. Is he going to be there? Who knows? Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Is it true?
It's the Gerf Tuber of the year 2022. Now,
No, that's mine. Give me it. Your PayPal, friends and family, you cheated. You are not the biggest cock on YouTube. Look at me. That's mine.
Hold on, calm down.
You take it. I'm
I
through.
will take it.
Done. You cheated. Unbelievable. Oh.
Yes, people! Is it true, Goldtooth?
with great girth comes great responsibility. He's getting nicked again. What is going on? It better be my turn next.
It's obvious through these pictures and the video before these pictures that 16 bits and bobs is your current gerf master. But it was shrouded in controversy, and this is what this chapter is all about. The controversy surrounding Series 1 and 16 Minutes and Bobs Win. In Season 1 of Gerf Tuber of the Month, I was nominated in August. I was nominated because of my cameo in another nominees video the month before. However, that person will not be mentioned in this video, although he will appear in a future chapter. However, this is about me and the controversy with 16 bits and bobs. So in August, I went for it. I'm the biggest cock on YouTube. This was my competition. And up to this point, it was pretty bland in terms of people putting their magic stick forward. People weren't willing to get hold of their Johnson. They weren't willing to rub the magic lamp. No, they weren't quite sure what this was all about. But me, of course, I knew what gerf was or what gerf is. I am the biggest. I keep saying it, the biggest cock on YouTube. How can I not be the gerfiest? Still, despite my best efforts, I lost in August. But all was not lost. No, all was not lost. Because coming towards the end of season 1, I was put forward yet again as a wild card. A wild card. I was like, yes, redemption. Redemption. And I went all out. Not only did I call out everybody who was involved, like I did in the August, to prove that I was girthier than them, to prove that I deserved to win my competition. And then controversy struck. Controversy reared its ugly mother clucking head. So while I was there on my own 2 feet, sticking it to the competition, there were some underhanded tactics going on. There were dirty, filthy things going on. And you are about to find them out right now. The first bit of controversy surrounds this guy. And you can't see very clear from the picture, but it is the Rampage Tolk. To which I'm not going to talk about him too much because he does appear in a future chapter. But he's the cousin of your eventual winner. And while his cousin couldn't defend himself against me, this guy was on a mission. His gerf was hard for me to try and destroy me. Videos such as this from this weasel in GerfTube of the month. He weaseled his way into the competition, and he was one of the reasons that 16 bits and bobs was being noticed a bit more. Because at this point, I was the biggest problem to anybody involved in that competition. The biggest cock on YouTube had the strongest argument. I was hard all the time. I was stiff competition. I mean, 16 bits and bobs gets overexcited. He was probably ejaculating everywhere, making a terrible mess. He couldn't defend himself against the truth that I was spitting. I was spitting feathers. The truth was there in my wings. And then you got this weasel, this Rampage Tolk, who was on a mission to destroy me, to try and cover up the failings of his cousin. Was he successful? No, he wasn't. There was a whole other reason why 16 bits and bobs became your 2023 Game Master. From the introduction we get into GerfTuber of the month, it is so obvious that 16 bits and bobs thinks he was able to contain me. A massive Pokeball is thrown in my general direction, and he thinks he has captured and enslaved me. 16 bits and bobs, I'm talking to your Gerf Master figure, and I'm telling you, you know why you won. And it is disgraceful. This logo represents the pain that I feel every time I watch GerfTuber of the month. This logo represents everything that went wrong Girth Tuber of the Year. Yes, in a desperation bid to win, 16 Bits and Bobs went on the PayPal friends and family vote. Cool. He got all of them to vote. He even got friends to vote for his clucking hair. And what did he do with that vote? What did he do with that vote? He went and shaved his clucking hair off. Disrespectful. Cannot believe he won. Now we have established that 16 Bits and Bobs should not be your 2023 Girth Master, despite my efforts in the comments with my truth videos. Just didn't happen. The question is, what's next? And as the picture represents, I need to climb back to the top. I need to be on a mission to bring respectability back to this competition. People who are truly girthing need to get noticed. And that was the plan. I say was, because as these chapters carry on, you will find out that even more underhanded, deceitful, weaseling and movements were taking place under my beak. And because my beak is so big and so powerful, I did not see what was happening. So, stay tuned for chapter 2. It's gonna start to make sense. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.